golf and care specialist looking to grow with an industry-leading company.
Here I am now, better than before. Through those open doors, here I am now. Where I am now, I'm in a special place. I'll tell you all the place where I am now.
It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, where I am now. And if you'd like to see us live in WGPL 1350 studio, all you have to do is go to Edward Everett's Facebook page or Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton Facebook page. And guess what? You can see us live right here in WGPL 1350 studio. And if you want to hear us all over the world, all you have to do is go to www.christianbroadcastingcompany.com or WPCE 1400 or WGPL 1350 AM. And guess what? You can hear us all over the world. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. E. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Would you, could you, will you be my neighbor?
Let's welcome our neighbors, our WGPL 1350 AM listeners.
And WPCE 1400 Peace 95.3 and WGPL 1350. Did you say that?
I did say WGPL 1350, but we also want to welcome Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook Live is on and popping. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, follow, comment, and we'll shout you out later on in the show.
That's what it's all about, shouting you out later on.
Wow. We've had a fun Friday already. We have a little pest in here. It's called a fly, and he wants to be on radio too. Everybody wants to be on radio, Mr. E.
Well, you know the reason why they want to be on radio, because we're on about 4 or 5 different platforms.
Oh, 4 or 5? You done changed and reduced us to four platforms now.
Yeah, I mean social media platform.
Okay, well, we're on 4 social media platforms. We welcome our 95.3 Peace and all the other live radio platforms. We're just thankful to be here. It is Fun Friday, and we're going to have a great time because we have a very special guest. Now, it's June also. How you feel about that? June? 6 months in.
June is in the air. I hear music everywhere.
Wow, but this is our news segment. What's in your closet? These are issues concerning our ladies, and it's not negative. It's anything that ladies do, how ladies feel about anything that's going on in their lives, and get to know each other a little bit more. So, Mr. E, without further ado, we want to welcome our very special guest, Miss Serena Mann, her organization, Heavenly Hearts Impact Center. She's also the credit doctor of Virginia. Good morning, Serena.
Abundant morning to you guys. How are y'all doing?
Abundant morning. I like that.
Well, we're doing fine. It's a little, you know how it gets a little crazy when you first start to get everything together with all the things Mr. E got to do over there. But I tell you what, it's a wonderful, fun day.
Amen.
Look, tell us about yourself, where you're from. A lot of people know you. You've been on with us recently, but let them know where you're from and what you do.
Well, my name is Serena Mann, and I am the proud founder of Individuals Making Positive Active Change Together. We are a 501c3 organization based out of the city of Portsmouth. However, we do serve the entire Hampton Roads community, and I'm also a financial educator. The Credit Doctor of VA is our organization that we use to provide financial literacy to the community. We do that in several different ways with our nonprofit by giving free workshops virtually and in person for schools, churches, even families that want to have someone come in and just educate them on credit, budgeting, asset protection, entrepreneurship, and those sorts of things.
Yes. Tell us how come you got into credit and numbers and helping people to get out of debt?
Well, I got into it. I want to give credit to my mother, Miss Dolly Easton, because she always taught me to pay your bills on time. So even though growing up I didn't know a lot about credit, I knew it was very important to pay my bills on time and not to owe people. So I didn't have any debt when I first started, building my credit and being a business person. I just saw the doors that it opened up, because they always say using other people's money is the best way to go.
Yes.
And so when you're using other people's money with good credit, you get low interest rates, you get access to capital. And so it just made me want to share that with more people in my community, because there's a lot of people that have generational chains of financial bondage. And when they have that financial bondage, it leaves a certain tone in the whole family. So we want to help break that.
Absolutely. Serena, give us the name of your organization again, the nonprofit organization, and tell us a little bit about the mission and purpose.
So Individuals Making Positive Active Change Together, Impact, is based out of the city of Portsmouth, and our goal is to provide the community with resources to be holistically healthy. So when we say holistically, we're talking about mentally healthy, financially healthy, physically healthy, and spiritually healthy. Not necessarily religious, but spiritually, like the spirit of the person, making sure that you're in a good space so that you can vibrate at a certain frequency to attract the things that God has already given you.
Yes.
So what we pretty much are doing right now, in a few weeks, we're going to be opening up a Impact Center right in Portsmouth on Portsmouth Boulevard, and we're going to provide 2 infant and toddler classrooms. We know that childcare has been a real big issue for a lot of people since the pandemic, and a lot of daycare shut down. So we want to make sure that we support the community by providing, a very rich and nurturing learning environment for their children so that they can go to work. And we'll also have a school-age classroom for before and after care, and we'll have a summer camp as well. Our goal is to provide a curriculum that has financial literacy that teaches children their ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, but also how money works the same way. So they grow up having those skills embedded in their mind. And hopefully with that being the case, they won't make some of the same mistakes as, their parents have financially. The other piece to our program is STEAM, that stands for science, technology, engineering, art, and math. And pretty much with that, we're using those different disciplines to provide outlets for positive self-expression. We want to help eradicate some of the violence and some of the crime that's been taking place by giving people positive outlets to come and explore new things.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Mr. E?
I want to say thank you so much. I want to go back into your mind just a little bit. I want to know why it is so important for you to give back into the community.
It's important to me because I've always had a spirit of service. Growing up, we always were taught to go to the nursing homes and to check on the elderly people and spend time with them, to show consideration and care, to get out, go pick up trash, in the neighborhood, keep it clean. If you see someone that's in need, try to help them in some way. So ever since I was little, I can really attribute that to my family, the church I grew up in. That's always been something that was instilled in me. And, now it's just my life. It's just what I love to do. It's rewarding. And I know that it's part of my assignment. I feel that we're all given assignments here on earth. And when you're obedient to your assignment, it will make you feel good, and it also will let God bless you the way that He wants to bless you.
Absolutely. Tell our audience a little bit about how this came together. You're going to have your grand opening soon, but tell them some of the steps that it took to get where you are right now.
Well, I'll say that we started back last year with a property that wasn't even on the market, and we were able to find the owner, and we put an offer in, and they accepted it, and we moved forward from that point. Now I do want to point out that at the time when we put the offer in, we didn't have any money. So the biggest thing is faith, and just knowing that when God tells you to do something, to do it. Don't worry about not having enough, because God is more than enough, and He doesn't necessarily need people who are qualified. He will qualify you. He just wants people that will get out here and do it. So we put the offer in, they accepted. It took probably about 6 months or so to get the money, but we were able to close, and we don't have a mortgage, thank God for that. So we're in a position now that we found a couple of grants to help us with some of the renovations, and we've had great support from the community. We've had numerous people that have donated their time, they have donated money, they have donated supplies, and that's really what it took, just getting out here and putting it out there, going different places and just telling them, hey, this is what we're looking to do. And even now, we're still looking for more people. We're looking for volunteers that want to come and share their gifts, people that, are into science and math, and they want to teach, what they love to do, people that maybe want to come in and volunteer to read to the children, do crafts with them, people that just want to support financially. This is an ongoing thing. So even though we're about to open, we want to stay open. So that takes resources, because we want to be able to keep everything at a very minimal cost, because the community that we're serving is a very, low income community. The people there don't have a lot of money. So that's why we're trying to help teach them financial literacy skills and get them better, personal skills, so that they can get better jobs and they can get in a position where they can give more to their community. But you can't, just expect people to be able to do all these things. You have to meet them where they are and build them up.
Yes.
Do you find out that there's a need for daycare? You find that, excuse me, you find that there's a need for daycare and after-school programs for our youth today? Since all the boys' clubs and girls' clubs are closed, do you find that right where you are is a need?
Absolutely. There is definitely a need. I want to say that about 25% of the child cares in the area that I'm servicing closed down during the pandemic.
Wow.
So when they closed down, that left a lot of people unable to work. And outside of that, the programs like the recreational centers, they were shut down. They didn't open back up. So the children didn't have a place to go play basketball. They didn't have a place to go to the game room and, do the things that the community center offers. So what else are they going to do? They're going to find another way to entertain themselves. And there's been a surge of gang activity, in these these low income communities. So a lot of these children are getting sucked into that because they don't have anywhere else to go. They don't have nothing to do. And a lot of their parents, they're not present. They're out here trying to find ways that they can work to make money, the times where, they can. So it's definitely a need. And it's something that I feel we talk about all the time. But a lot of people, that's all that it is just talk. They're not getting in. They're not jumping in. They're not doing the work. And, we're doing the work over here. We're not going to talk about it. We're going to be about it. We're going to be the change that we want to see. And, that comes with just getting it out there and getting more people aware of what's going on and showing them how they can get involved.
Absolutely.
Who are some of your team players or your partners that's backing you, that's helping you along the way?
Well, I definitely want to give a shout out to Revive Portsmouth. That's a coalition that I'm a part of, and pretty much they are out here, helping to promote positivity in our community by, walking around the schools and praying. They also do events that are free just to promote positivity in the community. My family, for sure, that have supported me emotionally, financially, and all of the other people in the community, you know, that just have been awesome. We've had some grants from the different cities that definitely has been a blessing. And, you know, just everyone, our media partners, you guys helping us get the word out. You know, those are the things that have really been very crucial to us being able to get to where we are right now.
Absolutely. Let's talk about the grand opening.
So our grand opening right now is scheduled for June 17th. The address is 3421 Portsmouth Boulevard, Portsmouth, Virginia, 23701. And we're going to be out there from 10 to 2. So you guys come out, come check out the new space. We're going to have workshops set up so that way you can get a feel for the types of things we're going to be doing in the community on an ongoing basis. We'll have music and games and, you know, just a great day, a good time to just be out and celebrate. And especially, you know, now that we're back to some kind of level of normal, because, you know, for the past couple of years, we haven't been able to really get out and do stuff like that. So we're excited that, you know, we're able to engage with the community and just love on them and just have a good time.
Is the grill gonna be on blaze?
The grill's gonna be blazing hot. For sure. Because one thing about me, anything that I do, y'all know it's gonna be some food there.
I know that's
I
right.
know food there, and it ain't nothing that I'm doing because I like to eat. Okay.
So this is a free for the community to come out and check you out. Am I right?
Absolutely, 100% free.
And that
we are enrolling right now too, just in case if anybody needs childcare or is looking for a summer camp. We are enrolling at the moment.
What is your age limit for the child care and for summer camp?
So for the child care, we take them as young as 6 weeks, all the way up
Wow.
to 12 years, 11 months.
Oh,
So we have a wide range of ages.
amazing.
6
And you
weeks?
have people that are already ready to do the job. You have enough teachers and facilitators and things, or do you want to shout that out?
Teachers lined up. However, I will say in this profession, it is always good to have additional people on standby because it's a very demanding profession. You know,
Yes.
a lot of people get in and they want to do it. However, it's demanding, so it's easy to get burnt out. So I always want to keep a nice pool of people so we can give each other a break, if that makes sense.
Yes.
You listen to FYI Radio Show with our host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host, and our special guest is none other than Miss Serena Mann, the credit doctor of Virginia and the founder of Heavenly Heart Impact Center. Good morning again.
Serena, please let us know the needs of your organization and the contact information, websites, and tell us again what this event is going to be about.
Sure. So you can contact me directly if you're interested in volunteering in any way. We always need people to come in and volunteer to read to the kids, to do crafts, to chaperone on field trips, share their gifts. So you can call me directly at 757-254-8156. Again, that's 757-254-8156. We're also looking for board members to be a part of the organization. So if you have a special skill set and you think that you would bring value to our board and you understand the importance of investing in the community with our children and their families, please get with me. Give me a call. I would love to, you know, go out with you, have lunch date, and to see, you know, how we can work together to bring more value. If you want to support us financially, we definitely are always looking for financial help. And you can, you know, visit our website. There's a donation button up there. It's impactminds7.org. IMPACTMINDS7.org. You can go up there and donate. And right now we are doing a capital campaign. If you go to bit.ly, bit.ly, and it's break poverty. If you put that in, you can go and look at our fundraising video on GoFundMe, and it'll give you some more insight on exactly who we are and what we're looking to do. And at our grand opening on the 17th of June, it's free for the community. We'll be out there from 10 to 2. You'll be able to see the space, the classrooms. You'll be able to see the different science, technology, engineering, art, and math workshops that we're going to be having on a regular basis. And we just want to just uplift, the community that we're serving. And this is just the beginning. We have a plan to take this model all around the country and eventually around the world.
Now, have you had any negativity come at you that look like it's want to stagnate you or stop you from going forth, especially in our communities today? Have there been any negative people that says you're not going to make it, and how did you rise above?
I think the only issue that I had was that when I first started, I was trying to find, contractors to help me. And I had a lot of contractors tell me, oh, you shouldn't buy that building. That building needs to be torn down. It's not no good. You need to start over. And if you get it, it's going to cost you so much money. You're not going to be able to do the renovations and this and that. And, that was something that I refused to receive.
Yeah.
I refused to allow what those people's capacity to influence my decision on what God had already told me. God showed me the building and told me to find the people and contact them. So if God has already given me provision, it doesn't matter what anybody say. I have to trust him, and I did. So, and trusting God, he made a way for me. And those same people, when they come by now, they're like, wow, this don't look like the same place. And then when I tell them how much I was able to get all the renovations, our renovation budget was around $100,000, and we got it done for less than that. And I told them at the time when they told me, well, you're not going to be able to renovate this building for less than $100,000. You're going to probably spend close to $200,000 and some thousand. I said, well, you're just going to have to stand back and watch God.
I love
it. He already told me.
Yes.
And he did.
I tell you what, Serena, we want to say congratulations to you.
Yeah,
of course, we're here for you all.
Yeah.
We just thank you for not just how you're doing it, but what you're including. You're including the community. You have thoughts of children and family. And then your curriculum of science and technology and the arts and things like that is absolutely awesome. We just thank you for doing this and having the faith to believe that God has given you the word to carry it out. It is absolutely marvelous. And
Amen.
we say thank you.
God be the glory.
All right.
Thank you guys so much for your support.
Well, we want you to take a minute and encourage those out there that have put projects on the back burner because somebody had come and said you shouldn't do it or you can't do it or why are you doing it, and just help them to open that door to the possibilities of things happening for them and doing the things that God has shown them they could have.
Well, I would say to anybody out there that falls in that boat, you need to get out of your own way, because the only thing that's keeping you from getting what you want is you. God has already shown you. He's already given it to you. He already told you that it was yours. So it's up to you if you're going to believe him. I feel that a lot of people that say that they're Christians don't truly trust God. They trust their own ability. They trust their own connections, and they trust their own resources. They don't trust God to really be a way maker. They don't trust God to be a miracle worker. They hear it.
Yes.
And it sounds good when you're singing about it. But when it comes to applying it in your own personal life, you're scared. And God hasn't given us the spirit of fear. So I would just encourage you to get out of your own way.
Absolutely.
Seek, and you will find. You have to get out here and you just have to go forward. Don't worry about not having the answers. They'll fall into place as the time moves forward. Everything you need will come to you. It'll fall like dominoes. And even with the times that I've had to wait, because there's been several times in this process that I've had to wait, and every time it's worked out in my benefit.
Absolutely. God is so good. The wait, that's something that people have to understand. Seed, time, and harvest is the time of waiting. And sometimes people get discouraged during that wait time, but it's a part of the process. When you plant a seed, it doesn't immediately come up. You got to wait a while and then it springs forth. So you're really telling the truth about it, and thank you for encouraging those out there. There are so many people out there now that have wonderful gifts and talents and can help the community, but because of fear and unbelief and all kind of voices in their head, they would rather take this stuff to the grave. And we just thank God again for you. We need you to give us that information. And Serena, also give us the information that you have, Credit Dr. Virginia. Let them have that information as well as the event, the time, and a few things to expect.
Absolutely. So anyone out there that feels that they are struggling financially and they want to get in a better position with their credit, they want to be able to learn how to use credit to build, their business. They want to learn how they can buy a house, all of that. We do a free credit consultation, and you can call us directly to set that up at 1-844-2-UP-FICO, 1-844-287-3426, and we can do a free credit consultation for you. Outside of that, if you're interested in attending the grand opening for the Heavenly Hearts Impact Center, you can call me directly at 757-254-8156. Again, that's 757-254-8156. Or you can go to Gmail and send us an email at impactminds7@gmail.com, and we can get you all the details. It's going to be June 17th from 10 to 2. In the city of Portsmouth, Virginia. And, outside of that, if you're interested in volunteering, if you're looking to possibly work with children, we're always looking for volunteers. We're always looking for more staff. So please feel free to get with me. You can go to our Facebook page, Individuals Making Positive Active Change Together. Leave us a message up there. You can email us. You can call me directly at 757-254-8156. And, we're here. We're not hard to find. My name is Serena Mann, SBRENAMANN. I'm everywhere. Just say, hey, I heard you on the FYI show, and I want to connect with you. I want to see how we can work together.
That is marvelous. Serena, make sure you have someone in your camp or yourself that can put that information on our Facebook feed so our viewers can see. But we want to say thank you again for what you're doing, for listening to the voice of the Lord, for going out there, having faith, believing, trusting, pulling together a team, looking out there, seeing the needs of families and children. It's so many things happening. And I think about Portsmouth, and there's a lot of stuff going on in Portsmouth. Portsmouth is in the news quite a bit. And we want to make sure, we support you, because we don't need our children coming up in a place that it seems like it's Vietnam or some kind of other place over there where they're fighting and killing and stuff like that. We want this to be a place for our children. So God bless you, Sister Serena, and thank you again. We look forward to your grand opening.
Thank you guys so much for allowing me the opportunity to share my message on your platform, and I look forward to seeing you guys there.
Yeah, we're going to drop in, drop out, because, Miss Hinton has a new book just came out. And so we want to get that book into your facilities. That's bullying is right underneath your nose.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. And you can even come and do a workshop. The space is open for the community. So if you want to come and share about the book, promote it, and some of the benefits of reading it, we can set up a workshop for you at a later date.
Absolutely.
Sounds good.
We'll be in touch. God bless you, Serena, and thank you so much for being on FYI Radio Show.
Thank you. So y'all have a good day.
You do the same.
Well, you all come over here, those that are listening, come on our platform and social media platforms and join us. We're going to talk a little bit more about a lot of things, and we could be serving dat tea too. So we'll see you Monday for Sports Talk. Be blessed. Have a wonderful weekend.
For the past last 30 minutes, you've been listening to FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, where I am now. Don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9:30 to 10 on WPCE 1400 Peace 85 95.3 88.9 and WGPL 1350. Don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right here on WGPL 1350 and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.
I grow and begin to see life's not easy. Wow, oh wow, oh wow. You know, that's like the light. It's like a beautiful ray of sunshine to have people that trust.
That's right.
And believe in God's word. You know, it's wonderful. She said, hey, the Lord said you can do it. Here it is. I built it up in you. Everything that you need is provided, you know, and I don't even hear her shaking in her boots.
That's
not
right.
one bit, Mr. E.
That's one thing I'm listening for, because when you step out in Vietnam, when you step out in the jungle I'm calling Portsmouth Little Vietnam, because when you step out in the jungle, the thing that you got to understand is that sometimes fear step in.
Oh my goodness,
she don't sound like she's trembling her boots, and she don't sound like after the pandemic there's an effect that has hit her. She sounds like I'm going forth. Absolutely. I'm going to make it because the Lord told me what to do and how to do it. My hat's off to her, you know, because there's been a lot of people that came by. And that's what I like, those naysayers and those who said it's going to take you this, and this to do what you're trying to do. And really, the Lord has already prepared. It reminds me her name should be changed from Serena Mann to Nehemiah. Nehemiah had everything going for her. And, you know, especially if you're a great planner, a motivator, and an organizer. That's right. What Nehemiah was.
I tell you, it is beautiful to see. And we do encourage you all out there, if you have something that you put on the back burner, get it off
the burner.
What God calls for, He provides for. You'd be surprised when you are out and when you start something and all of a sudden you see it come together. Now, just like she said, Mr. E, time plays a part, and there's some waiting.
That's right.
But the Bible says when you write that vision down, make it plain, it may take a little bit of time, but it shall surely read it. Somebody go read it, and it's going to surely come to pass. I'm excited because, you know, Mr. E, I know you're a master builder. I'm a master builder, a visionary, and definitely understand the process of what she's talking about.
That's right. You, Miss Hinton, and I have seen you build. There's a lot of things that, you know, that the Lord has given unto us and given to folk. And so if the Lord gave you this vision, write it down, told you to go for, don't let, and I want to let you know this, I'm going to say this very clear, don't let them naysayers get in the way of your plans. Here's the thing that you got to understand. There has been a lot of people, Miss Hinton, that's been out there that's did it and wasn't successful. Now, and because they wasn't successful, they want to make you unsuccessful because they didn't make it. You know, but you got to learn how to rise above and say, oh, what didn't work for you, it will work for me because it was given to me. Because you got to remember, the race is not given to the swift, nor to the strong. You have some enduring power that you're going to make it through the storm, through the rain, and guess what? It has been given to you. You riding it out.
You know, God orders our steps, and just like with Joseph, hey, he had a dream and a vision. And I'm telling you, sometimes these folk like that come in your life to block and deter, you know, and to, you know, make you go in another way. Sometimes it is God telling you certain things. But I assure you, you're going to reach that point. Joseph was had a roadblock. His brothers were a bunch of little jealous things. Look, Joseph's brothers so jealous. They were going to do a number. They were going to do him in, put him in the pit, Mr. E, and they was going to make just look. Oh my God, yeah. You want a dream, huh? Well, we're going to show you a dream. We're going to wish you good night, Irene. That's what they're going to try to do. Just going to snuff him out. But God always has a plan. And sometimes when those folk come in your life, don't worry about it. He'll get rid of them. Don't worry about it. They're there for a purpose. He'll get rid of them. Just like Judas. Judas was there for a purpose. Now, he was a no good, what was he? What was it? But Judas, a betrayer. He kissed Jesus and all that kind of good stuff.
Died with him.
He did all that, but guess what? It was a reason for Judas. And so sometimes you may not understand that the people that come in your life that are negative, but sometimes they detour you to the place where God wants you to be. So we are happy for Miss Serena Man. Her event is coming up really soon. Hopefully, she'll put that information down.
On the 17th.
Good morning, Miss Ann Miles. She's here.
And Miss Ann Miles.
She knows God is good. She knows it. Ann Miles knows God has been in her life and helping her through her life and journey. And he's helped us all. So, Mr. E.
I hear Ann Myers, since it's Fun Friday, I hear Ann Myers, she just jumped on and said, hey.
Hey!
Yes, he will. Yes, he will. I know
he will. And we're thankful for that. But look, Mr. E got some upcoming shows because we're going to talk about a little bit more stuff on FYI Radio Show today. Mr. E, who's coming?
I want to thank you so much for y'all tuning in. Let me tell you about an upcoming show coming up here on Sports Talk. And a lot of y'all saw the game last night. But one of Maury High School's coaches will be here. Jack Baker, who used to be the a basketball player and a football player at Maury High School.
Yes.
Then he came from being a football player at Maury and became the coach of the basketball team at Maury. And now he's the head coach of the baseball team at Maury High School. So Mr. Jack Baker will be our special guest on Sports Talk coming up this Monday. And you don't want to miss Mr. Jack Baker. Yes. And then on the 15th, well, let me go back. I'm ahead of myself. Then we got Miss Rhonda Driver.
Yes.
will be with us on What's Under the Hat.
Yes.
When it comes to issues dealing with the brotherhood that we're dealing with, man. So you just don't want to miss that. And then on the 17th, while I'm jumping, Miss Hinton, on the 10th, we got Miss Deborah Harris will be our special guest on the 10th of February of June. Wow. On the 10th of June, and she's going to be our special guest as we talk about Fun Friday and issues concerning those ladies, those women. And you don't want to miss this great opportunity, this great show that we got this lineup that we have for you. We got Mr. Desi will be with us also, along with Miss Samuel Smith will pulling him in also, and a host of others.
Miss Tanya Rollins, she'll be with us as well.
Rollins for TRS.
For Juneteenth. And we're just happy to have all you all that have participated on. You help us, you help our mission and our vision. And we just want to say thank you. Thank you again, Miss Serena Mann, for all you do. And please, please get your information to our viewers here and on our platform so they can look you up and keep up with what you're doing and support.
That's what it's all about, supporting you, because you got so much going on. And that's what it's all about. The community to help someone as we travel, as we rise above mere survival.
And good morning again. This is our new segment, Serving That Tea.
That's right, Serving That Tea. serving that tea. And what great tea do we have? I want you to get your cup and go in the kitchen right now. Get your cup of tea, because we got some tea for thee.
Mr. E, I don't know where to start. I think, do we want to start with our local tea? Because, we served that tea last week.
Let's go to the local.
Oh, my goodness. Now, I know you all been keeping up with the story. Portsmouth now. Our young lady, Sabrina, she's from Portsmouth, and she knows the needs of her community.
That's right.
That's why she's building and doing the things that she's doing. But we've had a little problems, and I asked the question, Mr. E,
say?
and this is the question that I asked. And Portsmouth, you all need to chime in. I asked you all, is Portsmouth leadership, is it becoming a problem? Because we've been hearing so much about Portsmouth and our leaders there and the fighting and the carrying on. I didn't invent it.
What are you talking
I didn't
about?
invent this.
What are you talking about?
I didn't invent this story. The story just popped up out of nowhere, and it was showing the Portsmouth City Council and all the drama that's going on with it. But see, guess what, Mr. E? It didn't just start with that.
That's right.
For quite some time, there's been a lot of drama going on in the Portsmouth area.
Miss Hinton, a lot of people said that this drama that they're having over in Portsmouth, it was a city council meeting open to the public.
Yes.
And because it was open to the public, they thought that with the action that was taken should have been dealt in-house,
Wow.
But I said this, it wasn't done in-house, because if it should have been dealt in-house, then why would they take her and asked her to come to the church to terminate her?
Well, I tell you what's going on. The Portsmouth City Council just fired, I'm going to say eliminated, but just fired Miss Angie Jones.
Yeah.
And she was.
For what reason?
For what reason? I think she's still waiting for the reason. But during a session, they aired it on TV. Somebody had gotten the media feed and began to talk about, hey, this lady's not doing what she's supposed to do. Hey, we got to vote her out right there in real time, Mr. E.
That's right.
And so in real time, they chose 4 people, voted against her.
4 people, and it's how many people on the board?
I believe it's how many?
It's 8 on the board. More.
7? Is it 7?
7 on the board, because it was 4-3. Yeah, it's 7 on the board. But 4 of them voted this lady out. Now, here's the thing that gets me so much about what's going on. Now, we get to the point where we understand, or we don't know, we're doing so many other things. Crookedness is one of them,
Mr. E, can I do our disclaimer first? Okay. I'm going to do a disclaimer. Mr. E, take a sip while I make this disclaimer. Now, listen. This is stuff that we stirring.
Allegedly.
We stirring this tea. And why do I say stirring? We're stirring up tea and serving it that's already been stirred up. We're stirring up tea. Hold up, Mr. E. So it's nothing that we're inventing or making up.
The wheel is not inventing.
We're not reinventing the wheel. This is stuff that's been stirred up.
What you say? What is that
word?
Stirred.
Somebody put that on the chat. Annie, put that on stirred. STRVING. I made that up. Stirred. We done stirred it up because it's already out there it's been served.
That's right.
And if you all go on your social media anywhere, that news story has been put on already about Portsmouth. As a matter of fact, Mr. E just mentioned that Roland Martin, national syndicated program, had Miss Burke on, and they was stirring it up there, talking about what had happened. A lot of people wonder what happened to Miss Burke, but Miss Burke had to go off on a few folk. She said there's some crookdom in the camp. Now that's not my words. I'm going by what she said. There's a few little things that thank you, Annie. Thank you. There's some things that, that's not right, Mr. E. And hopefully they'll get to the bottom of it. A young lady was fired and she doesn't know and understand what's going on.
Why?
But we need to get to the bottom of it. I'm sure Miss Burke and all the rest of them are going to get to the bottom. Miss Burke had to give them a few choice words that she learned from her mama.
Let's talk about it, Miss Hinton. Let's go into it.
Okay.
Did you give the disclaimer yet?
I just gave it. Wait a minute. I just said we're stirring. We're stirring it up because it's stuff that's already been served.
Now,
it's already in the media, and we didn't make it up. It's just the facts.
Let's talk about it.
Yes.
Here, this lady has not been on this job a whole year yet.
That's right.
She's only been up there a few months. And how long does it take for you to uncover some information and find out some stuff here and find out some stuff there before they terminate you? They could.
Mr. E, what do you mean finding what out?
Well, who said the thing about it is her position was it to go into the book. She's work in the city office, right? She works down in the books, and while she's working in the books, she found some stuff out.
Allegedly.
She found some stuff out, and thank you, Miss Ann. Miss Ann said the secret is out. Let's go into the secret. Mr. Roland Martin said there was some stuff that was going on. Miss Louise Lucas' daughter, Bert, said that there were some folks who came to her and wanted to give her $2,000 to go along with what they were doing.
Oh, snap.
Now, when Miss Jones came in, she built her a house, moved into her house, and she turned around. When she moved into her house, she turned around and began to deal with some issues.
Uh-huh.
And the issues that she had to deal with, within 6 months' time, stuff hit the fan.
Okay.
And when the stuff hit the fan, there was a lot of people. Now, let me pull the chart.
There was a lot of people. What?
There was Mr. Paul Battle. I'm gonna call names.
There
was Mr. Paul Battle.
Allegedly.
Miss Lucas said that Mr. Paul Battle said he didn't know anything about it. She said in public, "You lied to me. You lied to me." That's what she said that Paul Battle did to her. Not only that, there was Reverend Mark that was out there also that who spearheaded this thing, I believe, because they had this private meeting at his church. Now, you got to remember that he has 20 counts on him. He had to deal with some issues. So I'm going to tell the tea. I got to tell the story right so that folk would be able to understand that we are serving that tea. We serving
it now. We serving that tea, but the day we serving something that's already taken place, you all can go on social media and see all the tea that's been served.
So Miss Louise Lucas got to the point and she began to talk about it. She got in the meeting. The meeting wasn't, Mr. Glover called a meeting, and the meeting wasn't supposed to be about that, but somehow or another, it went to that, and she went off to the left. I never heard so many MF and SO. Did I say something wrong? I never heard so many. She said, yes, I'm going to. She said, I could say, but yes, my sorority is here. All of my sorors are here. My people are here. And yes, I could say, you folks, I'm going to be very deep with it. You folks told me a lie because y'all are all men. All male, and then y'all want to take and scandal and throw this lady underneath the bus.
Mr. E, let's fast forward because Angie Jones have been fired. They tried to elect a new one, and it wouldn't happen. They didn't have enough votes to put her in, and so they just gonna have to creep and crawl till they can get somebody in. But like Ms. Burke said, she said there's a lot of problems in that council, and they have to look at the fly around me. That's somebody's spine. And they're going to have to remedy this thing. So we're going to keep you all informed. Now, I got some tea this morning, Mr. E. Did somebody resign?
Wait a
Who
minute.
was that?
Now,
Mr.
wait a
E, we
minute.
can't stay on this story. We got two more stories.
Here's the thing you got to
And
remember.
look at the fly.
Listen. Why is everybody getting out of the house in Portsmouth?
Ooh,
The interim
okay.
city manager, the interim city manager, he done resigned. Why? Why is he
I'm
resigned?
telling you, maybe he should come up here and stir up the tea or serve it because we need that tea.
Why is he resigned?
I don't know.
The interim city manager, he's not the real city manager. He's just somebody they put in there to hold the office down. Now
They don't. Mm-hmm.
he done said bye-bye.
I tell you what, he doesn't want to be involved either. There's so much going on. We're hoping and praying that Portsmouth, you get it together. You're in the news for too much stuff. Leaders.
If it ain't killing, it's stealing. If it ain't killing, it's stealing.
Ooh, all I can say is, honey, we done stirred the local tea. And we're going to come back and see how it plays out. Hopefully things will play out right. We want good leaders. Let's just tell it like it is.
Well,
and there's too much going on in Portsmouth wherein leadership is definitely needed.
My friend, he's going on and straighten it all out.
Okay, well, we're going to talk about him later. He'll actually be on.
I'm serving that tea. Yeah.
All right, so look, we're going to move past that tea right there. We done stirred that up. All right, now, we got some church tea, and I thought it was so beautiful today, Mr. E. Noel Jones, Bishop Noel Jones, and Everette Jones. They welcome. They have finally tied the knot.
Finally,
Noel.
Wait a minute.
Listen, wait a minute now.
How long have they been dating?
For years, maybe 20 years, off and on.
20 years dating on and off, and now they decide to tie the knot.
They decide to tie the knot. But my question is, do you all think, and because out there in the atmosphere, they're saying that he's too old to be getting married now. He ran, and done his thing.
Oh,
but you know what? I want you all listen. I need you all to go to Noel Jones, his page on YouTube, and look at his reception. And he's gonna tell the tea. He's serving the tea on himself. Loretta's serving that tea on herself. And they are telling, she's telling he's okay, let me rewind. He's he's finally decided, yes, this is gonna be my bride. They have been going together off and on, and they were on a reality show, and that's where I first saw Loretta.
Now, before you go further into that, hold that point. Were they living in the same house?
No, off and on. They off and on. They were going with each other. But the thing about it, she told him this, and you all check out this for yourself. He says that she says to him, he has finally sold his wild oats. He's ready to calm down. And, she said that was one of the things that he had to do in order to marry her. He had to make sure he do certain things. But the funny thing about it is when Bishop Noel started talking, he said, no, let me rewind. She said, first of all, that she's so glad to be able to marry the man that she loved. She said when she decided to marry him and him her, said the church just went buck crazy and buck wild because they was getting married. Mr. E. Noel Jones had to do, if you ask me, it was a PowerPoint presentation of 15 points why he should marry this woman. If you go to YouTube, you're going to see him tell you of the 15, and not only 15, he added about 3 more to it, why he should marry this woman. The church did not want them to marry. Why didn't they want them to marry?
Well, they figured that they're going to lose a giant of a man now because.
How would you lose him if he's just getting married, Mr.
But
E?
they didn't want her to take over.
Take over what?
The ministry.
What in the world she need to take over ministry for? He told, look, when you go
They
there,
didn't want her. Let's go back to that. Noel Jones and Mrs. Jones. Me and Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Jones.
Mr. E, what is your point?
Well, because he already told him that he had a thing going on with them on and off. So now he said that, okay, fine, this is what we're going to do. We're going to tie the knot. So the drummers, after they untied the knot, they rode around in the chariot, and now they came into the church, and the beating of the drums was going on like crazy. Noel tried to step up on the stage and almost bust his head wide open.
You see too much, Mr.
And because that's like Miss Ann Myers said, church folk. Church folk are something else. Church folk are something else.
But why did he have to give a PowerPoint presentation of why he wanted to marry his bride?
Because of church folk.
And I said to myself, and look, he assured the church folk, now listen to this, T, that she is not the type that's going to take the money and run. His children, now I'm trying to tell y'all, his children will be able to get their inheritance because she's just that type of woman.
Church folk.
He had to explain that to the saints.
Church folk. You got to remember, church folk are something else.
It's too much.
Now, here's the thing that this is what you got to understand about church folk. Church folk, some of them are in it and some of them are not in it.
Ooh.
Some of them still got some mess with them and some of them don't.
Well, that's the truth.
Some of them are still trying to change, trying to change for being who they are. And then you got some that's come there because they've been in the church all their lives. They have not committed unto God, but they committed unto the church.
Okay.
And because they committed unto the church, there's a difference now. Because they committed unto the church, now they are trying to run the church in a fashion because Noel Jones was the horse for the church.
Well, I want to make 2 points. I want to know, first of all, why? Can y'all tell me, Modell and Ann and all y'all up here, can you tell me why that when it was time to throw the bouquet, there was about 100 women out there ready to catch it, and when Noel told the folks to come on and get the garter, it wasn't but one man. That stepped up to the plate. I'm trying now.
I got
ladies,
a question for you.
Ladies, tell me why 100 women wanted the bouquet and only one man. He had to force the old men that was single, the widowers, and all them to come. He had to force them to come up there to get the daggone garter. And when he threw it, looked like he threw some old girdles out there.
Now tell
Did you see
me.
those things?
Now tell me. Let's look at it. How old is Noel Jones?
He's 70-something years old now.
Now, how old is his bride?
She's younger than him.
She's younger than him?
Yeah.
But he
Much
said,
younger.
Is she 60?
No, she's probably 50-something.
She's 50-something?
Mm-hmm.
But she looked like she's a mature woman.
She looks beautiful.
But here's the kicker part. I got a funny joke for you since it's Fun Friday. Can I tell it?
Go ahead, Eric.
They said that when Noel Jones lift up the dress to get the god of butterflies came
All
out.
right, now this is a terrible show. But this is another thing. People want to know that why in the world did Noel Jones wait so long?
Listen what Ann Miles said.
Wait a minute. All right. This is why people want to know why in the world did Noel Jones wait so long to get married. And you got people out here saying that why would you wait till you on Geritol while you got dentures now? And he said he had dentures. I'm not making this up. He said that he couldn't preach like he used to because of his dentures. And the people say, why in the world would he get married? But who is putting a time limit on somebody's love life?
Now you got to remember, he's been loving this woman for such a long time. And they've been loving each other for such a long time. Now, Noel Jones done did his running.
Yes, and she said that.
Now, she said, yeah, that's what she said. He done did his running. And now it was time for him to come into the pasture. The thing that I want to know is this: does he have a lot of inheritance? Has he got a price that's on his head? And that she said, I can sit back and make sure that the children get their part, and I still can live comfortably. Because he's got teeth. He said he can't. How in the world? This is what I don't understand. How in the world that a man of God that's been preaching for many years know how to preach and know how to talk what God has given unto him? Now, since he got some new teeth, can't talk.
He'd be all right because he's still good. He just, he got to work it out. But Mr. E, he is very happy. But he listen to this. You all have to see it for yourself. He assures the saints that Loretta is a beautiful woman and she has in mind nothing to do but right. He said that he encouraged her to make her own money when they met. Don't depend on my money, make your own. And he said she's done just that. He also said that his children don't have anything to worry about. She is not that type of person that would take and pull away their inheritance because she is now his bride.
That's right. And that's good.
Amen.
That's good to hear.
Amen
That's
to
good
that
to hear.
too.
That's good to hear.
You say congratulations.
That's right. My hat's off to to Noel Jones and his beautiful, beautiful bride of so many years. But here's the kicker part that I want folks to understand. Noel, you wait until you're 90 years old.
There's nothing wrong with that.
A very mature man that you now, because I heard him say this himself, that he can sit in the rocking chair.
All right now.
And rock.
Well, all I can say now, he said a whole year he can dedicate to his bride. He's not going to do a whole lot of working right now. And he said he loves that the fact that his home now feels really homey. And it's just beautiful. You all have to go see it.
It's not a chair.
You all have to go and see the YouTube. Just
Even
Google.
though there's no one sitting
Oh God,
there.
help us. I'll tell you what, that's some tea for you all. I think if you
Noel
all
said
love
this.
church business, go on up there and see that.
Noel said this.
Mr. E.
I'm not meant
Oh,
to live alone.
Anywho.
Turn my house into a home. When I climb the stairs and turn the key, oh please be there. Saying that you're still in love with.
We're so glad that she waited for him. God bless you.
Modell said, "I'm 81 now. I get married again."
Miss Modell, can we hook you up with somebody? We know somebody
wait a minute,
now.
watch this.
Mr. E,
Listen to this. You got to catch this. Let me put this on the screen for you so you can scream. You got to say that. Read that for our listening audience.
She said, "I'm 81 now. I get married again, and she said, she get married again. Will you perform, Mr. E? Yes, he will. And not only that, if you want us to FYI to hook you up with somebody, we can do it. But anyway,
she said this. Watch this.
Oh, hey. All right. So look, we heard that church tea. Now look, oh my goodness. Now you all know we got to cover the national tea.
Let's do it.
In the social media realm. And that's with Monique and DL Hughes.
Nasty.
If you all please respond, let us know what you think about this situation.
Nasty.
The situation is that Monique was on stage last week and cutting up, carrying on, and just showing herself like she can. She's upset because DL Hughley claimed he was the champion of the comedy club, and he was coming on last because he was the headliner.
That's right. He was the headliner. And then since he was the headliner, does the headliner, you're a professional singer, international singer, and you've been headliners. Mm-hmm. You've been on the headline. Do you sing first or do you
sing?
Do you sing?
You saying, do I sing
first? Do you sing first or do you sing last?
Okay, you sing last.
Oh,
You're
okay.
the headline of everybody comes to see you. In the meantime, you have a whole lot of fill-ins, a whole lot of folks that's going to open. You have opening acts. But listen to this, though. Monique went off the deep end and felt like she was the man. She was the one. She was the tea. She was the one that has to have that attention. And the thing about it is, Mr. E, Monique is good. You know, everybody loved Miss Monique. You know, maybe not Oprah and all the rest of them allegedly. Tyler Perry and Lee Daniels allegedly. But you know, everybody else kind of like love and favor her. But you know, she got on stage and she went off on a deep end on the man, told him he was on the down L, the DL. I'll say the DL. DL was on the DL, and that he wanted a man, and he was too soft, and his wife was this. And, oh, she just carried on because she felt like she was supposed to be the first thing on the ticket.
No.
I want to know from you all, that was it helpful for her to get up there and carry on like a hood rat?
You know the thing about like a what?
A hood rat. That's what people are saying now. I didn't say it. I heard somebody stirring up that tea and saying that it was a hood rat move.
I'm like Miss Ann Miles. Miss Ann Miles said that's why she's in the mess.
Ooh.
She was in running her mouth. Now look at this. You know, I mean, there is no respect for nobody. When she had no respect for Oprah, she had no respect for Steve Harvey. She had no respect for Tyler Perry. She had no respect for nobody. But yet and still, jealousy has set in.
Ooh,
Jealousy. She is so jealous because now she done lost her groove. She done lost her style. Monique, do like the rest of the comedy do. Once you done run out, just go get in the pasture and sit back. Now look at the picture they got on her. Now, Monique, you get on stage and you got all your hair and everything in place. Now you get on the sidebar and you look a hot mess.
Tell them what you mean. Monique and her husband, if you all want to Google it, go to YouTube. She's talking with her husband and
Daddy.
She's talking to Daddy. She calls him Daddy.
Yeah.
And she's talking to Daddy, and she's, you know, looking a little different than she's looking a little bit different than she do on stage.
She look a whole lot different than she do on stage.
Some people don't even know it's her.
She got bifocal glasses on. I mean, and then her hair is like this. And normally when you see her on stage, it's coal black. But if that's not the grayest head I ever seen, I mean, bushy in the back and all up here in the front. If that wasn't a hot mess, and she, you know, one thing I like, I saw her when I saw her on this interview with Daddy, she wasn't cussing.
Yeah, that's true.
She was not cussing. She was acting like a grown person. But when she got on stage and put my boy DL out there,
she said she would meant to put him out. She said she put his hind parts on a platter. She meant to do it. And you all not going to do nothing about it. That's how it is. And she'll do it again. And so, and Bob stop about the screen.
And my girl, and you my girl.
I can't.
When she came to Booker T, she looked like a hood rat.
I didn't say it, Lord.
And came with a what kind of head? A knotty head. And go ahead, old girl. Tell the T, and we got to get you 5 cups. You need your cup, girl. We need to put you up.
But look, what do you all think now? We serving that tea. This is the tea that's already been stirred. So we're just serving it because it's already been stirred. I want you all to go on YouTube and look at those, every one of those videos that we told you. Noel Jones and Loretta, beautiful reception, and they're serving their own tea. Look at Portsmouth and the Portsmouth Council with that mess. They serve it with that mess.
and more to come.
And more to come.
That's right.
And now go to D.L. Hughley and them and Monique, and that's a mess there because it's still in the social media realm. And they don't know how to quiet it down. I think eventually it'll go away. But it's a whole bunch of mess. And it's a whole lot of unnecessary mess that we got to sit up here and sit.
But Miss Hinton, I got one question before we say bye-bye to our audience. Why did the interim city manager for Portsmouth jump ship so soon?
We're gonna let Mr. E find that out. This is Mr. E is one of our secrets of our ages. And speaking of ages, we got a few that's gonna come on now. Listen to this, guys. If you all are interested in being an agent for FYI, to call in. We are getting ready to go to an hour. And some of that time will go to serving that tea on Friday. If you want to call in anonymously, we're not going to say your name, but if you want to serve that tea, let us know. We want you to be a part of our agency where you're going to serve it.
That's right.
And give us the tea on what's going on in the entertainment world and allegedlys and local news and things like that. We want you all to be a part of that. Now, look, don't forget the ladies' pies. Well, oh my goodness, did I bring the book? I brought the book in. I was going to show it to you. But also, I'm going to put the link down. Please support Yolanda Hinton, the pies. The book, Bullying, is right underneath your nose. It's up on the iTunes and Amazons and things like that. I'm going to give you the link so you can buy it for your children. Bullying is right underneath your nose. Bullying is a problem, and we need to definitely solve the problem of bullying. Don't forget, the ladies' music is online as well. You can follow us on social media. I will be posting that again for you all. We need you to like, share, subscribe, follow, and just comment on FYI so we can bring the numbers to Instagram so we can absolutely be on there live and be on TikTok. Also, 88.9
right.
WMVA is another platform that we'll soon have, another FM platform. So we're on the move, and we thank God for it. So Mr. E is going to give you the information on how you can be a special guest sponsor or intern with FYI Radio Show.
Listen, I want to bring some tea up first before we say bye-bye to the folks.
Mm-hmm.
I got a little tea that I want to bring up here.
Okay.
They said the spokesman said that Moore was hired with the city in 2016. And he was promoted to Economic Development Director. He became the city interim manager in August 2021. Moore was not presiding as an Economic Development Director at the time of his resignation. While spokesman could not provide many details, they said that the city wished Moore well in his endeavors. This came week after Angie Jones.
Oh, wow.
Angie Jones was ousted as the city manager in the heat of the city meeting.
Wow.
So he jumped ship because he don't want to be a part of the foolishness.
Absolutely. Look, don't forget to, if you want to serve that tea, if you just want to send in a story, please make sure you do that. If you want to serve that tea, or if you want to be anonymous, agent for serving that tea, you can do that. But anyway, it's been a wonderful, wonderful, fun Friday. The weather here in Hampton Roads is really nice. You all enjoy your weekend and bring yourselves back here to be with us on Monday for Sports Talk. Be blessed. Have a wonderful weekend.
I want to say thank you so much for tuning in to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show, where we bring you nothing but the very best. We bring in you what's underneath the hat, issues concerning men and issues concerning women. We bring you sports talk, and we bring you that tea, where we talk about what's going on in the circular city all around the world. If you'd like to be a special guest, all you got to do is give us a call at 757-714-7861. If you like to come to the wedding of Miss Mardell Lewis, all you have to do is call us inboxes and let us know that you would like to be the best man, the bridegroom, or a part of this wedding. Don't forget to join us on 88.9 WMVA, WGPL 1350, Joy 88.9 Peace, 95.3 WPCE 1400, and you can hear us all over the world. You don't have to miss the show if you're going in or out of town. You can always pick us up by going to WPCE 1400 AM and WGPL 1350 AM, or you can go to social platforms and catch us on Facebook, catch us on LinkedIn, catch us on Twitter, catch us on YouTube. all these social media you can catch us on. And don't forget to like, share, like, and subscribe, and let us know that that you like what the content that we're bringing to you. Don't forget, real soon when school closes, we'll be on for 1 hour.
Yes.
So we want to have you as our special guest that you can jump in and talk with us. We can do an hour broadcast because we've been on from 9:30 until 10:43 right about now. So don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and call us at 757-714-7861. Our inboxes at Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton Facebook page, our FYI Facebook page, or you can email us at FYI Radio Show live@gmail.com. Until Monday, our special guest will be none other than Mr. Jack Baker, the head coach of Maury High School baseball, was the coach of basketball, and a great player in basketball. Don't forget to have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Get out and do something special, okay? Exercise. We got a challenge coming your way. And don't forget that Father's Day is right around the corner. Listen to me real good. If your father is alive, don't go to the dollar store. Get that man something better than that. Instead of a plastic toolbox, some high karate, and some socks with golf balls on it. You know your daddy don't play no golf.
All right now, Mr. E.
Get him
Yes,
something
they do.
worthwhile.
Look,
Deuces.
I advise and make sure Portsmouth get a copy. I'm about to. God bless you all. We're going to see you back here on Monday.
2 up, 2 down. Bye now.